Oh, that looks a lot better if I put the. I'm just gonna put the old bright white BJCP on the other monitor so it doesn't blind me.
Doesn't blow you out.
Yeah, look at my face now, and then. It's like the Trinity test.
You, sir, are you ready to receive my limp penis?
I'm just like ready for the bomb to drop, and just like wish I had the sunglasses on.
Oh man. Like it's like the Dolby test.
I was thinking about that yesterday with do you remember that old like commercial? I forget what it was for. I think it was for like Maxwell like cassette tapes or something, where the guy just
the guy in the chair.
Yeah, the guy in the chair.
That Ryan Dunn recreated with the
yeah, with the jet.
Yeah. What I thought that was a Dolby sound system.
Was that Dolby? I forget what it was.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube. Guy in chair audio commercial. Let's see if that brings anything up.
That's the
one. Maxwell High Fidelity.
Ah, see, I knew it.
You were there. You got it.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's cassette tapes. Nope, you're right. Hi-Fi Wagner tape.
Yeah.
Wagner.
Really showing my age there.
Is it for the tapes or is it for the sound system?
I don't know.
Let's see.
I love this. Yeah.
The usual, sir.
Please.
Even after 500 plays, our high fidelity tape still delivers high fidelity. Maxell, it's worth it.
Maxell. Yeah. Is that like a? Is that a Mandela effect? Wasn't it always Maxwell?
I thought it was Maxwell. I guess not.
Yeah. Mandela
guess that was one.
Man. Yeah.
Dylon in the house. What's up, Dylon?
There it is.
Yeah. he's even got the glass.
I like when he reaches for the cup.
It's not there.
Jesus God.
Yeah, he tries to run away. I forgot about that part. Yeah.
Doesn't he try? Yeah, he has an umbrella that he tries to open, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was in the extra scenes.
Blowing a fireball in my face. That looked like you were just getting the hell beat out of you. Fucking balloon. You can't fucking breathe.
Oh, the footballs.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, here it is.
It didn't even open. It was immediately turned inside out.
Oh man.
Oh,
this is a good intro. Good soft intro here.
Oh. It's gonna be brutal. Oh boy. Let's just do a whole
Classics.
podcast where we watch Jackass clips.
Yeah, just a Jackass, just a Jackass simulcast stream.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm done Did you have a pregame beer?
I did. I had a West Coast, man. It was good.
A little Westy action.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a
You
West Coast
got
IPA.
Westy on the brain after our trip to the distributor.
I did also get some West Coast IPAs in the mail too, so I was pretty stoked. Little Bouncing Souls action from Jersey.
Ooh. Who sent you those?
Oh, Harry.
Oh, nice.
I know he's in proximity to a brewery that makes a lot of great beer / music collaborations, Twin Elephant. So
okay.
I was like, bro, if you're gonna be in that area, get me a 4-pack. So I gotta Venmo him soon.
I gotta get I was actually just looking at his Instagram. I gotta put in an order with him.
Yeah, I gotta put in the old order. I still got 2 left from my last order. I gotta finish them up.
I have to get that what is it, the Keffelman?
Oh yeah,
Keffelman?
yeah, the lemonade. Is that the lemonade stout or whatever?
The lemon, coffee lemonade stout.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta hop on that. Yeah, let's kick this thing off.
Let's start. I'm in the mood for malt.
I'm in the mood. The mood for malt.
I'm in the mood for malt.
All right, let's do it. Go.
I feel like with all of the Oktoberfest that we've been doing, that we need like a Du Hast intro. Ooh. Like the CKY intro.
Yes. Yeah. Just us doing skate tricks.
Just a crucial like CKY intro of just like driving really fast. We'll just take video with one of our GoPros of us just driving really quickly. That was like half of that intro.
I do have the turbo now.
There you go.
Let's see if is that online.
What do you got? Are you looking at the music video?
No, I was seeing if the Du Hast. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it was like CKY2K intro.
Yeah, I have to dig those. I have to dig my CKY discs out.
Oh yeah, it was that one.
Yeah, share a screen, you dick. You dick.
Oh, all right. See, we need something like this to get hyped for Oktoberfest.
Can we find a big pile of hops to jump into?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop that. We're gonna get
we got so many copyrights already.
Yeah, we're gonna get demonetized, guys. All right, let's. What's going on?
We got Chris White in the chat.
Chris White's in
the chat.
All right, let's get this this thing rolling. Yo, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Yeah, we're gonna get zucked.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the greatest podcast to exist in the history of podcasts. It's your number one source for all things craft beer related. It's internationally acclaimed, Sidney Crawford approved podcast of hops, high fives, and friendship. I am your host, the crispiest of boys, the man of many emotions, Main emotion is just falling for fall right now.
Tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again.
It's Tom.
And while Tom is slipping into those black leggings and Ugg boots, it's your Hot Master General over here, the Royers Ford Rattlesnake. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
It's Han Solo
yeah.
season, baby. It's Dan.
It hasn't been Han Solo season in a long time.
Yeah. I feel like we aged out of it, so we don't see it as often,
Yeah.
but I feel like the people at that age still kind of Han Solo it out a little bit.
A little bit. But that was for you youngsters, that was back in the day when the leaves would start to turn and the ladies would start wearing leggings and vests and Ugg boots. They would look like Han Solo.
It was perfect. It was like, man, as soon as someone said Han Solo season, I couldn't look at it anymore.
Yeah, no, that was definitely something that you could not unsee. But yeah, we're back. We're back here for another week. We got some more fest beer lined up. It's a very Mirtsy month for us.
It's a Mirtsy month. It's a festy month. It's a malty month.
Mirtstember rolls on. Mirtstember rolls on. I tried to make my the abbreviation for my fantasy team name Mirts.
Yeah. They didn't like the umlaut.
I guess the umlaut, they were like, no German. God, dude, no. If it's German, it's probably bad. I was like, guys, it's just a beer. It's a malty beer.
It's
all it is. Like this is how it all starts with malty beer.
Yep.
Next thing you know, it's the Fourth Reich.
Oh man.
You know? But
Jeez.
we are in the year of our bang flipping Lord 2023 Mel.
Year of our Lord Bert from the
Bert.
Used.
Yeah.
Was it Bert McCracken? Or no, that was we talked about this before already.
Yeah.
That was the what's his name from Kingpin. Continue.
Was it Bert No, Big Ern McCracken.
That was Ern McCracken, okay.
Big Ern McCracken. And then there was Bert Macklin from
that was it.
Parks and Rec. But
it is Bert McCracken.
What?
It is his name. The singer they used is Bert McCracken.
It is really?
It is McCracken.
Oh my god. Big Bert McCracken.
It's the year of our Lord Big Bert McCracken.
Jesus God. We need to Photoshop something with him.
I feel like he's very easily photoshopped onto a cross to replace Jesus.
he is Christ-like. He is very Christ-like.
In that he looks malnourished.
Yeah. Yes. We need the picture of was it what did I unplug? I unplugged something. What happened?
Oh man.
Oh no, something got unplugged. You can still hear me though, right?
Oh yeah, you're still there. Don't worry.
Start camera. Nope, that's not it. What's happening here? Not snap camera.
Not snap camera.
There we are.
Not cam soda camera.
I'm back.
Oh, okay.
I'm back. Yeah, the what is it? The creation, the with the fingers touching. You know what I'm talking about?
It's the what's his name?
Cleaning.
Yeah, it's the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's on the ceiling of not the 16 Chapel, you idiots. It's the Sistine Chapel.
9 years of Catholic school. That's what it gets you. But with Bert as God and us with the
just our two fingers and Bert McCracken.
Yeah. Him touching us with one finger and then the other finger down his throat.
Oh man. Jesus.
Anyway, it's the year of our Lord, Big Bert McCracken. It's 2023, Mo. We are the best friends podcast in the world, and we are starting right now.
Tried to find a good picture of Bert to put as my background. I had I got some real emo ones here.
I'm sitting here waiting for Chris White to chime in with the band that we were playing.
Oh, he will.
Yeah, didn't come through right away.
Very current as they're on tour right now. Thursday's ripping it up.
Yeah.
Ripping up small venues too, like fucking crazy, man. They're bringing it back to like the late 90s.
I would like to I think the podcast can lay claim to bringing the world back to an emo phase.
Yeah, I feel like we're somewhat responsible for that.
Yeah.
You know, we've influenced a significant amount of the population, so
there you go. There's Chris White coming in.
It is. I mean, it is a quintessential, I would say, that emo hardcore that kind of came out around that time.
Used to
Great album.
Play that album and The Artist in the Ambulance back to back, Thrice and Thursday.
Oh yeah,
back to back.
I saw them the summer of our summer that we graduated. Went and saw Thursday open up for The Cure. Ooh. It was the most random, like.
That's pretty random.
Yeah.
That is pretty damn random.
I was like, cool, Thursday. Oh, there we go. Get a little lo-fi action.
Guys, you know the deal. Follow, rate, review. Follow us on all major podcast platforms. Give us a rating. Dan, rating?
5-star party, baby.
5-star party. Give us a review. Any kind of review. It's how we beat the algorithm. That's best way to support us non-monetarily. But if you want to support us monetarily, you can do it 2 different ways. We have a link in our bio with the listener support section. You go there, you donate some money, we'll help you out. If you want to do it out of the good of your heart, good on you. But we have another way, and the best way to support us monetarily, Dan?
Sub with Prime.
Sub with Prime. Not the drink. Amazon Prime.
Yeah, don't kill yourself out there.
Yeah, so yeah, people's hearts are exploding. But yeah, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you have you want to watch us on Twitch, which arguably is the best way to watch us.
Best platform.
If you have an Amazon Prime account, and who doesn't these days, go on to your Twitch account, link up your Amazon Prime, and you can subscribe to the podcast. Doesn't cost you anything. We get a few shekels from Daddy Bays, and yeah, we all win at the end. You get to watch the podcast for free, and we get some money.
Yeah.
And yeah, as always, we are part of the Hopped Up Network. Hopped Up Network is an ever-growing group of independent craft beer podcasts, much like our own. If you like our podcast, you might like some of the others on the network. Check them out, www.hoppedupnetwork.com. Instagram at Hopped Up Network.
You.
I might have been my best one yet, Dan. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that was good.
Not to toot my own horn.
Not to
toot my own horn.
Oh, there it is. There it is. He did it.
But yeah. So we got a 3-beer episode, Dan.
Yeah. We're getting super malty.
So we made a trip to the distributor today, picked up some beer. Very excited about this first one.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to wrap it up tonight with another dealer's choice. A good one. Go back to the old Untreinheitsgebot.
We're going back to the old country.
Yeah. From better. Oh my God. I hear a helicopter. Did Calicavante escape again? Is he back on the loose?
Calicavante.
Whatever his name is. Calico Cat Cavante. All right, so let's kick this thing off.
I'm ready. Yeah. You want me to throw this guy up? Or you got it in the fridge?
I got it up.
All right.
There we go. So we are going to start with just we saw this in the distributor, and we were like, well,
If we're never not going to select a Von Trapp beer. We
and
are a pro Von Trapp podcast.
even though they spurned us, they turned us aside. They said, we don't have the time for you.
You know what? It was one of those rejections where I was just like, fair. It's fair.
I thought it was a goddamn lie, and they were just trying to let us down nicely.
You know what? I was just like, it's not them, it's us. It's really, yeah. It was
That's
like,
what it
you
was.
know what? It really had me turn inward and look at myself.
But the big thing about this is that while we are pro Von Trapp, we are very pro Gansett.
We are, yeah. We
And
are
this
in
is
a
a
love affair with the Gansett.
This is a collaboration with Narragansett Brewing Company. This collaboration brings you a unique twist on a traditional fest beer, combining the lightness of a pale lager with the aromatic goodness of noble hops.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Non Heinous for introducing us to the Gansett, or bringing it to the podcast.
He brought for bringing it to the podcast. Yeah, big props to Gantz or to Non Heinous for that. And while Tommy Boy grabs his beer, you got it, nice.
Yeah,
I was gonna say we should talk about we're doing a fest beer versus a Marzen.
Yeah, I've been keister in this one. A little of Austria, a lot of Vermont.
Is that what it says on it?
Yep.
I like how it says "Hi neighbor." Got the Gansett.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at that. You cannot deny that that can label there.
Yeah, it's got we got it there, featuring the classic. I don't know if I can get it in focus.
The Hi neighbor, yeah.
Hi neighbor.
That's awesome.
All right, let's crack into these, and then we'll talk about Fest beer versus Märzen.
I'm gonna nerd out on you guys.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm loving the smell of it.
Yeah, Fest beer is, while I do love a Marzen, a Fest beer is its lighter counterpart while still holding on to some of those great tasting notes that we love in both.
And it just poured, just beautifully.
Oh yeah,
just nice and crispy, nice head,
just clear as a bell. Oh my god,
the bubble dispersion.
Oh, bubble dispersion. Look at that. Rocky head.
Nice rocky head.
Oh, man.
Daniel, prost.
Cheers, man. Ooh. There it is. There it is.
That is, that's lovely.
Yeah. I mean, Fest beer and Marzen, both released around the same time, but are very, drastically different. And I thought, when I saw this earlier this week, this was probably the best way to kind of illustrate it. And I think this Instagram did a very good job of it. Shout out to @Pints and Panels. They've got, she's got this Fest beer Märzen layout right here of, gets real heady into the science of the beers and stuff. But, you're looking at what your hop choices are, your malts, your yeast, and then also the aroma and flavors that you're going to get for this. So obviously we're doing the Fest beer this time. Podcast is no stranger to the Märzen. Toast, bread, herbal, floral. Right now, getting a lot of grainy, cracker, a lighter malt profile on this one for the Fest beer.
I'm loving the noble hops on the back end. It's a little bit of that floral, like peppery, floral. On the adenoids, Dan. It's a little peppery on the adenoids.
Is getting a little back in the third there.
Yeah, that's a throwback. Go back and listen to our old episodes. A lot of adenoid talk.
Oh,
back in the day.
Look at Chris White getting. He's getting controversial.
Okay. All right.
He's got his opinions out there. Everyone does. So
yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's a real Sophie's choice for me.
Honestly, I enjoy both. I've had some fest beers that are a little darker. And I've also had some Märtzens that are a little bit lighter that kind of bridge the gap between the two. But I feel like right now we are drinking a true fest beer in terms of what you would consider it in style guides like the BJCP. Smooth, clean, pale German lager, strong multi flavor and a light hop character, balances strength and drinkability, palate impression, and finish that encourages drinking. So, the fest beer is actually the beer they drink for Oktoberfest too. So, this is the official style of that. Märzen is just another style that comes out around the same time.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that later too with our final beer.
The final, the final boss of März Timber here.
März Timber. Yeah, it's I mean, this is so drinkable. This is great. I every day. This is a fridge beer.
This is an everyday style, yes.
Yeah. This is one that you can keep stocked and just pull it out whenever you feel. I wish it was in 12-ounce cans like the other can or
Von Trapp that we beers. You know what? But it just fills a mug so well.
Yeah.
16, not quite. I mean, it's 0.5 liters. So, it's got the it's got the mug right at the end there. So you got a nice little 0.5 liters on this. 5.8%. Fest beers just jumped up a little bit higher than like your Hells and your other lagers that are similar in taste profile. And, but still, relatively low in ABV. So it doesn't, you could still go a few rounds. Like drinkability is one of the key factors of it.
Yeah. You want to be able to tip a few back. Fest beers aren't meant to be just like a one and done. So I mean, we're rolling on. We got a lot of fest season left. A lot of fest beers to be had. I'm looking at one that I'm eyeing this up right now. Human Robot Fest beer.
Yes. I can't wait. Can't wait to get my hands on some.
Yeah. I have to put the old bat signal out for Dylan.
Yeah.
So Dan, what do you want to get into? Do you want to talk about, so this week we can get into a little fantasy football talk. Not go too in depth, but we have a podcast matchup this week.
We do. Wait, we do? Wait, is it? Oh, yeah. Is it? Ooh, it's.
Aren't we playing each other this week?
I didn't look at week 3. Are we?
Let me look at the schedule. I thought we were playing. Yeah, I'm playing you week 3.
Oh man, I think
this is Battle of the Cast.
The Battle of the Cast Bowl. Okay.
Yeah.
Post Bowl.
Oh man, and we play this week, and we play in the season finale.
Oh man, that's perfect.
If you guys don't know or don't stick around for the post stream, we have a podcast fantasy football league with some of the listeners. We have Scott Farkas as part of the league. But it's mostly listeners of the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it was just extremely successful last year with we threw out, again, to take the words out of your mouth again, we threw out the bat signal to our listeners, and we were like, hey, who wants to play fantasy football? And, Dylan was in our chat often. Justin was, an occasional guy who hopped in the chat or, followed us on the gram, and then basically just had organic fans just want to come in and say, yeah, let's do a fantasy league.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
We have the Beer Mule, Andy Man, the OG.
Yeah, the OG guys there.
Mm-hmm.
We
Stabby
had
Richie in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say Stabby Pod entered the ring. We had Richie from Victory come in, and Yeah, that was kind of cool to have, a brewer on. And then this year now we've got Ryan who's sitting there in the stinker section with us there at 0-2.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough this year. It's been a weird 2 weeks with like the way that games are shaking out, the way that players are playing. There's a lot of people, like a lot of first rounders that are not producing. So
Crazy.
yeah, but not to get too deep in the weeds with fantasy football talk, because we
Oh
save
yeah.
that for kind
Yeah.
of
We
post
saved that
stream.
for the end, but yeah.
Um,
I mean, I feel like a lot of people who do play fantasy know that it's been a tough 2 weeks for everybody, I think.
yeah. So this week, this is the Pod Bowl.
Pod Bowl.
Yeah, Pod Bowl.
Ooh, we need bets. We need bets.
Yeah.
We need some side action for this Pod Bowl.
What do we do here, Dan?
I feel like there has to be something,
right?
Obviously there has to be consequences. We're winding down the end of September. We're winding down the end of Oktoberfest. I just found out Oktoberfest ends on the first Sunday of October.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be winding down September and everything. And, pumpkin ale I would say pumpkin ale season was out before it began for me personally, but we're winding down the end of that too. I feel like we have to have a pumpkin punishment.
Okay. I hate the sounds of it.
Yeah.
But for sheer entertainment value, yes, we should probably do that.
Yeah. I feel like
a pumpkin chug.
Ooh, pumpkin chug. I like that. I'm not going to shotgun it, but I'll chug a pumpkin beer.
Will you bong one? Do we buy a beer bong?
Ooh.
And we have to bong.
Ooh. Where do you buy a beer bong nowadays?
Spencer's still has to be.
I was going to say, is it Spencer's Gift still? I can only think of one place, really.
Or, there you go, Dylan. Gotta squeeze that pumpkin Murtzen in. Ugh. Yeah, I'll just chew a ball of tinfoil.
Yeah, does the pumpkin Murtzen come with a couple pennies at the bottom?
Yeah, it's just I'll lick a 9-volt battery.
Yeah, it tastes like the inside of the can. My favorite.
Yeah. I mean, we could go to Spencer's. We could probably order one on Amazon. Let me look. Or do we just go Dan, we're dads now. We're late 30s dads.
Yeah.
Do we just go to Lowe's or Home Depot and whip one up ourselves?
Ah, man.
It's just a funnel and PVC tubing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just if you go into the tube section and you cut it, you pay by the foot.
Yeah. Let's see.
We'll look at cost. We'll look at cost analysis here and see. I mean, man, if it's on Amazon cheap,
Amazon, we're looking at with the valve. I mean, they all pretty much come with, this one, especially with a valve. We're looking at anywhere from $10 to $20.
Oh man, $10. Yeah, dude. How much is my time worth making this versus like just buying it on Amazon?
Daniel. Let me bring this up to you. I don't know if this is a winner, but it's something. The beer stick.
Jesus Christ. I thought you were about to pull up a penis pump. Look at that thing. It looks like
injecting that right into her. Oh, she's pushing it.
Oh, it's like a giant beer syringe?
Yeah.
No, thanks.
That can't be better than a beer bong.
What about
forcible?
Hear me out on this. What if we got a beer helmet for future punishments? Or you have to wear the beer helmet during the stream and drink the pumpkin beer out of the straw.
There it is.
It's a fantasy football one.
There it is. Ooh. Little gladiator action. I mean, obviously, we're going with this one.
Oh, man. We're going to lose viewers. You know, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the hat ones because obviously, you know, but I mean, that screams put a pumpkin beer on either side.
Yeah, let's see. What do we got here? There's no price, which worries me. Ooh, $55. Hot
Okay.
shamachi.
Yeah, that's a little.
We can do a Viking helmet though.
Man, okay. Yeah, I feel like the beer bong is a sound is a wise, thrifty choice right there.
I mean, we could just do a pink helmet.
Oh, they're $15. Go to other colors. There's got to be other colors for that.
Well, I mean, this is a punishment.
Oh, there aren't.
No. We should do this, and I can have Ryan make a little thing to put like loser on the front of it.
What, you mean just grab a Sharpie?
Oh, I could just grab a Sharpie. I have an industrial Sharpie.
Ooh, I kind of like the yellow. I kind of like the yellow loser construction hat. I mean, we go red Phillies.
Oh man, it's so many decisions to be made.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like the beer bong for the Pod Bowl is I mean, but that is only $14 right there.
Yeah. Yeah, we're looking at $15.
Maybe we'll put up a poll this week in the podcast
I like
Instagram,
it.
guys.
Yeah.
Make sure if you are listening and you don't follow us at Best Friends Pod. For that, it's Best Friends POD.
I feel so alive for the very first time.
We'll put it in our stories, a poll, you know, for the Pod Bowl punishment. You know, does the loser have to drink out of a beer bong, or through the episode drink out of a beer chugging helmet?
Just mixing beers, like having
that's what I'm saying.
Beer coming in one, like take a sip, and then you have to like drink the regular podcast beer.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying though. Doesn't it come out of both? Like, could we make this the ultimate punishment, like a lactose sour on one and a pumpkin ale on the other?
Let's not get crazy, Dylan. And also, worst smoothie is just a redundant statement. Yeah, we're not going crazy.
But in the future, smoogies could be used in this.
I have two fruited sours in my fridge right now.
How old are they?
Waiting for one's from Jen.
Oh, that's old.
Yeah. I'm surprised that it hasn't destroyed the fridge by now. So
it'd be great one day your fridge just like blows up behind you, like when R2D2 gets electrocuted in a Star Wars movie. Just goes, wow.
Yeah, I can't wait during the podcast
R2 beer too.
For the fridge to blow up and make the studio look like the end of the Boston Marathon.
Like the backseat in Pulp Fiction. I tried to take it down a notch. I was like, damn, go with Pulp Fiction on this. I'm gonna resurrect this conversation.
And then I have a fruited sour from the fantasy draft.
Oh yeah. Did you take that? Oh, did you take a...
I was forced to take it.
Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah.
You know, you should save that for the end. Actually, that's a pretty good... You know what? I do the pumpkin Marzen if I lose out of the helmet. You do that sour out of the helmet.
Oh. I was just thinking...
or the beer bong. Could you imagine if you beer bonged a sour? Oh man, God. We'd have to make a video for this too. Like this, like I mean, obviously we could talk about it on our stream, but this will have to be a full reel.
My punishment is so much worse than yours.
Well, you know what? I hate pumpkin. I hate pumpkin as much as you hate sour. So
I was thinking to save those for a different pun. I was thinking, I was, I was, I was thinking to save those for a different punishment where we just cuvee them together and someone has to drink them.
Ooh, but that's the glory of the helmet guy. So yeah, I don't want to sway your votes or anything. But if we get the beer chugging helmet, we could cuvee 2 different beers through the nozzle.
Oh, that's
the ultimate punishment.
That is Dylan's really blowing up your spot here.
Oh, there's no way.
That
Dylan,
is,
I can tell you 100% I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah, that is the ultimate punishment there is to where you have to, oh my god, cuvee through a straw.
It's through a straw too. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, smoothie sour just like oozing through on one end, like the like in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 when they're making the
Yeah.
the antidote.
Mhm. Oh.
And then Pumpkin Marzen just surging on the other side.
We're doing Pumpkin Marzen on one side and the side. Jesus God.
Well, no, I was gonna say, you know, we could cuvee anything. Like you could cuvee like a like a Miller High Life and a smoothie.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was thinking of you cuveeing the 2 sours together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, I was saying about 2 different beers together completely and just making it awful.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's horrible.
Welcome to the chat, Goose Baby. We are talking.
Goose Baby.
I have no idea who Goose Baby is, but I was like, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, Goose Baby.
We're talking beer punishments.
Yeah, so we're talking fantasy football beer punishments. Being that we're either, since Tom and I are playing for the Pod Bowl this week, the punishment should either be a beer bong of an awful beer or a beer helmet with 2 awful beers.
It can just be a succulent Chinese meal. Succulent Chinese meal. This is democracy manifest.
Oh man.
So I hate all of it, but I do. That's gross.
I feel like I could do it though. I feel like Bud Light's like an easier one. What's a Stone Ripper? Here. Is this a new product of Stone?
We've looked at this before.
What is the Stone Ripper here?
San Diego Pale
Ale. San Diego hop driven, 2 key hops, citrus and pine.
Yeah. Goose Baby. We've talked about this on the podcast before, not even being political.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the worst of the light beers. It's the worst of the big macro beers. It's the worst one. It's horrible.
It was so bad they had to make their cans camouflage so people would buy them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weren't they the first to put teams on them too? Were they the NFL ones when you could like collect the NFL cans?
Were they the NFL or were they the was it MLB? Who's MLB?
I don't know. One of them. No, Miller Lite's football. I know that. I forget what. But no, Stone Ripper. Ugh, I don't know. It's discontinued. It says. Do they still make it?
They have the Kelly Green. Yeah. So.
That was it. Yeah, they had the Kelly Green ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they did that. They did that for. They did that that was they were like they were doing it for every NFL team. They're like, we're the beer of the NFL.
Yeah, that's what they did. They did every team in their area. Oh, Goose Baby says oyster beer in the beer bong for punishment. Like an oyster stout. Oh man.
Boozy oysters, our three favorite oyster stouts. Ugh.
Dude, I had an oyster. Oyster porter. Cape May Brewing does one. It's good.
Oh, they're brewed using actual oyster shells.
Or they use oyster. It's like a liquid or something.
No, but it says here oysters are dark Oyster stouts are dark, semi-sweet beers brewed using actual oyster shells.
Yeah, they put the shells in it, or sometimes they'll there's like I guess it's like a dust or something. It's like essence of oyster, basically. It's like maybe that's
not
what
just
it is.
oyster sauce. Pickle beers are great.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's not a punishment on either side of this podcast.
No. We've had pickle gozas. And I mean, we're pickle boys.
Yeah, we're a pro pickle podcast. Say that 5 times fast.
I won't.
Pro pickle podcast. Pro pickle podcast. Love it.
Yeah. The Lord Hobo is good. Is that an oyster stout?
I didn't know they made one. Lord Hobo was always like, they had that boom sauce that came out, and then it just became that like they were like so meme worthy for hype beer.
Boom sauce. What's his name?
Who?
What's from Letterkenny? Boomtown.
Oh yeah, Boomtown.
Boomtown. Yes. Yeah. I remember someone else did a collab with Griot's Pickles. Recently, I think they did a pickle goza.
Oh, nice.
It's a fantastic beer.
It's a fantastic combination.
Yeah.
For a beer, like to have certain beer styles that fall in well with like, I guess it's almost like pickling, like the brining process and stuff like that. It almost
Harry
complements each other. Yeah.
Harry did fantastic.
Yeah, he did a pickle sour, close to like a pickle goza.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I've had a pickle pilsner. Yeah, pickle. I think beer and pickle are like lamb and tuna fish there, Tom.
Yeah. What, you prefer spaghetti and meatball? All right, let's move on to the put that one down, Dan, and let's move on to our next into the Mürzen portion of our show.
Yeah, we're gonna go a little darker with our beers.
Yeah. All right, grab this guy.
All right. Well, Tommy Boy is setting that up here. I am going to talk to you guys about the next one here. We're gonna go back to Pennsylvania for this one here.
From the goat himself.
I was gonna say from a brewery that we hold in high regard. This is the Oktoberfest from Mainstay Independent Brewing.
Oh, Brian O'Reilly.
Brian O'Reilly, man.
The God.
The goat of Pennsylvania craft beer here in the Southeast. Bill Kovaleski, I hope you're not listening to this right now.
I mean, he'll agree. He's had a Sly Fox Alice.
Oh yeah.
He knows. You create that, you're the god.
Yeah, so we're going with a traditional fest beer, I guess, for Oktoberfest. Not the quintessential, but it's there. It's a darker kilned Munich malts give this beer a deeper copper hue. Tettnang and Hallertau add a gently spiced balance for this. Man, 6%. This is gonna be a nice Marzen with a little heat on it, so I'm stoked.
Yeah. All right. Let's get rid of that guy. Yeah, so we got
had to find my other mug. Colors.
The Mainstay, typical.
The knots.
That's
their big thing is like these sailors knots and stuff like that. Yeah. So
stay independent.
Love it.
Yeah.
Great wrap on the can too.
Yeah. All right, Daniel. Let's get a little crack here. 3, 2, 1. Good unison.
Yeah, it's nice.
All right, let's get a nice little pour here.
Yeah, you're gonna see as we like hold this up, we're gonna get a little darker hue with this. Not too dark though. I feel like this is gonna be
on the lighter side of the Mürz.
Which this is my wheelhouse. I love when a Märzen's just a little bit lighter, a little bit closer to the fest beer.
I just love
but that caramel, like malty,
the malt filling the air right now, and just a nice little caramelness to it. Still super clear.
Yeah,
watch the podcast through this beer.
Yeah, look at that. You can see me straight through this mug.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful beer. And the smell, you know, you get a little bit of the floral hop character, but you know, that malt, that's the
Yeah.
real hero on this one. So let's go.
Daniel, Prost.
Roast. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't
That's
expect anything less from the god.
That's bread right there. That is
Yeah.
a meal.
Mm-hmm. Super.
No wonder I gained like 10 pounds over the fall and winter, like before the spring. Put on my
There it is.
insulation from all this maltiness in September.
This is like straight up Melba toast.
It is. It is definitely like high in the bread factor, but still has that spicy herbal like hop character to it.
Yeah. This is wonderful. One of the better Märtzens we've had this März-Timber.
Yeah, I love having this like this comparison illustration we talked about earlier, like next to me while I'm drinking it, because it's like, yeah, I'm totally getting the floral, the herbal, the bread. It's like a visual cues of like exactly what I'm experiencing.
Yeah, you can definitely get like you get that that breadiness up front, like Melba toasty.
Yep.
And it blends into that that nice like floral notes of the noble hops.
Oh yeah.
I'm guessing like a centennial, maybe.
Oh, no. I mean, this is Tettnang and Hallertau.
Oh, is that what it? Oh, is that what it said on there?
Yeah, yeah. This is totally noble. This is
mm-hmm.
this is proper cross the pond hops there. It's funny. I was discussing these guys with a brewer friend of ours, Jeremy from Trauger.
Mm.
And it's funny, like hearing him talk because, you know, he does brew in Germany half the year.
Yeah.
And when he comes over here and he wants to do like these beers, he's like, man, it's really hard to find traditional German hops over here in America. He's like, dude, he's like, you just practically step on them out there. But like, he says it's like really hard to find like good ones in the States.
True,
So.
true German noble hops.
Yeah. Yeah, he was saying it's pretty difficult. I was like surprised. I was like, oh, really? I was like, I feel like lagers are coming back like in a big way.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it might just be like specific ones or something that might fall in with like beer, I guess, like brewing styles over there.
Yeah, this is just wunderbar.
Yeah, man. März-Timber has not disappointed.
Really hasn't at all. But to get off the beer path here,
too much beer on this.
we were talking a little bit earlier today about apparently, Dan, I don't know if you're aware of this, but
what?
The new iPhone has been released.
I actually Googled it after you told me earlier today.
Yeah. So
I was like, what?
I heard about it because I saw it on I saw people doing reviews of it on YouTube. And I was like, oh, like I didn't even know it was released. I looked at Verizon's website to see like what they had going on. Nothing. No mention of iPhone on their website. I was like, it got me thinking, like, man, I remember.
Weren't there like events, like telecasts?
Apparently they had it and came
the Apple event.
Yeah. But I remember it being such like a big deal.
Yeah, I remember you would always like be like, "Yo, are you watching like the Apple event?" And I'm just like, "What are you talking about?" Like it was like this big thing. So I would like only because you brought it up once. I would just like around the time I'd see like links for it, I'd click on them. Dude, it's like this. It's like a stadium filled with people just wanting to know about the next phone.
Yeah, and then
this is what we're gonna do, guys.
once it was released, or like once it was announced, and then all of the phone providers would have I remember like Verizon would always have like on their homepage like a big like iPhone whatever number is here. Like,
Yeah.
Here's the deal that
Yeah,
you can get with the
exactly.
phone. And there's just like nothing around this new phone.
Yeah. I don't know, like, and we talked about it a little bit in chat because when you brought it up, I went, "Oh man, that's crazy." And it's just happened that one of our phones, like, we stopped paying the monthly phone fee,
Mhm.
just dropped off this month, which
Yeah.
like our bill just went down, and I was just like, and you start bringing up the new phone, and I'm just like, no, I'm kind of enjoying this little bill now. But I was like, am I just at that age where like I just don't look for that? Like, cause I used to just be like, yo, I want that new camera. That was always the
Mhm.
thing. I want the
Yeah.
new camera.
So I think it's just that there's no innovation anymore. There's no need to get the new phone. Like
I
people,
forget
I
where I
feel like
stopped. Like, what number just came out? Like,
15,
which one? So
15.
damn,
Yeah. So
dude, I
like,
completely forgot there was a 14.
yeah. Yeah. So like we were in the age of like people would get like the 4, and then when the 5 was announced, they'd get the 5.
Yeah, no
Like it
questions
was like
asked. They had, yeah,
every iteration.
had to get
You
it.
just
Always had to
upgrade.
be
Yeah.
up to date. Yeah.
Um And I had that with when I got away from iPhone even, when I was with Samsung, it was like I would
Yeah,
get the
well, it's the same.
what
I think it's the same with technology, man. Yeah.
yeah. And I think it's just like we've kind of slowed down in the realm of like the need for the new phone. Like they haven't there's like no new technology.
Yeah, it's nothing that's gonna blow me away. Like, I feel like the cameras hit their zenith, I guess, around like
Yeah.
I have the 13, I think. So, like, I guess
Yeah,
around
yeah,
like
you and I both have the same phone. We have the 13
I think
Pro.
we talked about how like the camera was just like, there it is. Like, this is the one we have to get.
Mhm. Yeah. Um yeah,
Same with the GoPros are the same. Like every year there's a new one that comes out. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, and it's just there's no like innovation anymore. Like the new thing with the cameras is um you can take a picture in like the normal photo mode.
And it just becomes portrait.
Well, it gives you the ability to make it portrait later if you want. It like
I thought they already had that.
it like recognizes the subject and then you can make it portrait later. I don't know. Yeah. It like the whole thing like now is like low light mode, I guess. Like
Oh, I mean, that's pretty crucial.
improving low light.
Yeah, I mean, our 13s have great low light
Yeah.
just based on experience. They have better low light than the GoPros that I run with. But like GoPro just like did a series of releases, just like crazy ones. Like last year, their phone was like amazing, but it had a few little tweaks, and then they just put out another one. They're like, "Hey, we fixed everything. This is the one you have to get."
Yeah.
Which you pay. I guess sometimes you pay attention to that stuff like later on in life, like the phone I stopped caring about, like GoPros and like other cameras. I'm like, man, I just want to do stuff on those things. I don't want to pay
Yeah.
monthly. I don't want to pay monthly for my camera like I do with my phone.
Right. Do you remember when Google put out their Pixel and they
Yeah.
were like the low light is so improved it can detect black people?
Oh yeah,
Do you
that was
remember
the
that
messed up.
advertisement?
That was that was
It was so
incredibly insensitive.
yeah, yeah, it was so bad. It was
They were
so
they were touching base with like Wesley Snipes agents. They were just like, "Hey man,
yeah.
I know you got some tax issues, but you trying to make some money."
Yeah. They're like, check out this black person at night. You can see them now. And like you're watching the commercial like
It's just
what
Wesley
is
Snipes. He's like, "I thought this was a Blade sequel." He's like, "You guys tricked me."
yeah, it's yeah, that was insane. Like they're like, we're gonna show you how the low light works. They like took a picture of a black guy at night. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I would like to see how their camera would calm down my paleness when in January. Like once that
Yeah,
tan wears off and you get to like, you get to January, I feel is like when you get the prime pale. Like,
yeah.
is your Google camera gonna make me look like how I looked in July with like a fresh bronze.
You get Howard Hughes skin.
Yeah. Yeah, like I had a fresh bronze in about July. Like that, I was like prime picture worthy. But like by January, I want to have that same skin tone. So if Google Camera could tone that down, I might be swayed to leave Apple.
Yeah, that'd be and that's the thing too. It's like I would love like Google and Samsung are innovating like where they're doing like the folding phones.
Yeah.
And it's like
folding phones came back.
Yeah.
Hey guys, did you miss folding your phone? Want to do it again?
Yeah, there's the flip phone, which it has like it has its pluses and it has its cons, I guess. I'm thinking of like
yeah, I know the tablet folding. Yeah,
the tablet that folds out.
Yeah, those are cool. Did you ever see the mini that Samsung made that looked like it basically looked like a flip phone? It was like the smaller version where like it flipped.
The Z Flip.
That was it. Yeah, Z flipped. Yeah, where it flipped.
They still have it.
It's crazy because that one just looks like a Motorola Razr. I'm just like, you just missed your flip phone.
Motorola,
but those tablet ones are pretty gnarly with like that full screen that kind of comes out.
Yeah, and I look at the commercials for it, and I'm like they finally have perfected the technology where you don't get the creases in the screen, and like it. I want them. I would be definitely open to moving to it, but the iPhone has me trapped. Like, I don't want to be the green bubble guy. I don't want to.
You never want to be the green bubble guy.
Don't want to be the green.
Never
bubble
want to
guy.
be that guy in the group chat.
Like, and being able to like airdrop things, and
your ecosystem is tied in.
I'm so wrapped up in the ecosystem.
Yeah, the Apple, like we're a bunch of Apple boomers over here.
Yeah,
where we're just like we're set in our ways. Like we don't want to move on. We're like we're not doing Android. We're doing Apple.
I was Android for so long.
You were,
and then I was like the iPhone 11 came out, and I like held it, and I was like, this is kind of nice. I was like, I'll move away from Android a little bit.
You got me into Apple, and I just kept going. And then you were next to me you were the green bubble guy.
Yeah, I was the green bubble guy.
Tom, you were my green bubble guy for so long.
Yeah.
And then I remember you were like, man, I'm thinking about going with Apple. And then all of a sudden I had a blue bubble, and I was like, my man.
I remember texting you. Blue bubble. Yeah, I actually miss the iPhone 11, that like rounded bezel. It was super thin.
You were around a bezel boy.
Yeah. And I was excited. Like when
it went back to square, dude, I was stoked.
When this thing went back, like I felt it. I was like, oh man, like it hit me right in the member berries, like having that
iPhone 5.
iPhone 4S.
Yeah, 4S. I had the 5S, man. I remember that one just being like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, having that little brick.
Yeah. Like it felt right, and it still does, man. Like I don't know.
It feels fine.
I don't want to talk like the phone is like a part of my being.
The 11 felt so nice. It was so thin, and it was like that rounded. It just felt it had the matte back. It was so nice. And that green. Do you remember the green?
Yeah. The forest green?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that. I think I had the forest green in the not the 13, but the 12, I think it was.
Dylan got the new SE, so he still has the home button.
Yo, man, fighting a good fight right there.
Jesus God.
Dude, oh man. Sometimes we have an old phone at work that runs like the music at the outside bar at Rebel. It's just guys, if you've been to Rebel Hill Tap Room, you're going to know that our outdoor quote sound system is a JBL speaker that's zip tied under the overhang that connects to an iPhone 5S that has Spotify on it.
My work phone at my last job was with an iPhone 7 something or other, and it still had a headphone jack, it had a home button, and I would constantly just like swipe up on the screen and be like, God damn it. I gotta hit this home button.
Oh, do you remember having the home button phone when swiping was on the operate or in the operating system? And then they
No.
just put the line there and you could still either use the home button or swipe.
No, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, well, I had that transition phone right there for when that
Ugh.
happened. And they were just like, I remember because they were like, "Hey, you have that option in case you want to use it. You can close out an app by swiping,
Yeah.
but we'll still give you the home button." It was, yeah.
Yeah.
This is how much we complain about this company, but we're diehards for their technology.
You know, we're stuck. We're stuck in here because once we move out of the ecosystem, then we're gonna
Yeah.
be like, you're gonna go to like airdrop something and be like, God damn it, I can't.
I wanna say it's like our relationship with Warwick Farm. It's like, God, we just hate Ryan. He never texts us back. He's just
Yeah.
like, but we're like, God damn, do we love their beer?
Yeah, we're
Just
in
kidding.
we're in the Warwick ecosystem.
We're in the Warwick ecosystem.
Um,
We try to quit them all the time. We're like, we're gonna go over to, I don't know, Second Sin, but we never go to Second Sin.
no. Um,
I like their beer too. It's like Android technology. Yeah, I like it, but it's like you don't want to be the green bubble.
yeah. Yeah. Dylan's like, I'm heading to Chamonix and those green bubbles pop up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's just, we spent like the better part of a decade of like a phone craze, like phone crazes
Yeah,
happening.
we're just in like we're in the matrix. Yeah, we're plugged into Apple, and no matter what they do to us, we still get their technology.
I just don't think I think people in general don't put emphasis on their phones anymore. It's like you don't have to have the latest phones because there's not much new technology. There's no rush to get it.
I
Like,
just want functionality, man.
yeah, I'm interested in the iPhone 15 solely because it's the first iPhone with USB-C.
Yeah, so I can charge it
Being
with
able to,
all the everything
exact,
else that charges with USB-C in my house.
just be able to carry one cord with me.
Man, and I could get rid of all these little tiny drug bags of cords that I put in all of my backpacks and
Yeah,
all of my bags when I go and travel. That I always have like it looks like a bag that I should either have A, medication, or B, like drugs in there. But no,
yeah,
it's all of my cables to charge stuff.
yeah. And so with the USB-C technology, the cool thing about the new phone is it acts as a power bank as well. So like if you have like a USB-C to Lightning
Yeah,
and you need to charge your AirPods,
you just charge them with your phone.
yeah, you can plug it into your phone. You can plug the USB-C into your phone and then the Lightning into the AirPods and it'll charge them.
Man, technology, bro.
Yeah.
Did you get that from the event?
No, I got it from one of the
YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
I was on the YouTubes.
Guys, I know before anybody blows me up, I know Samsung had that technology like years ago. It's always the case. I get it. But it's nice that it's ever since you know what it
It's
is.
just nice to be included again.
It's ever since Steve Jobs died. Like Tim Cook is just like a numbers guy. Like he's not innovative at all. He's just a guy. He's a guy in a button-up shirt that like shows up and he's like, "Why is this the iPhone 14, but it has USB-C?" It took us a year to do this. It's rounded bezels.
Oh man.
Yeah. You're going to be charging the Musk mobiles soon. I hope not.
Man, I saw his autobiography on an end cap at Target.
I saw that today.
Okay, so well, yeah, you went to my Target, yeah. So
Yeah.
you saw what I saw.
Yep.
Man, terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah. No, who needs and Elon Musk, he's when he came to prominence, he seemed like he seemed very interesting. He was he seemed like a
Philanthropic.
yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Guy, he's like he just wanted to like save the world, and you're like, this guy seems awesome. Like he just wants to innovate. He wants
Just
to
wants
make
to
the
go to
world
space.
Mhm. Just wants to make the world a better place. And
Yeah.
turns out no, he's just an autistic guy who wants money.
Dude, he's evolving into a supervillain. Like
Yeah.
it's like a supervillain trope. Like this like billionaire guy who wants to change the world for the better. Something happens where he just turns and becomes a supervillain. He meets Trump.
He's Lex Luthor with a hair transplant. He's
Yes,
Lex Luthor
with a South African accent. Yes,
which he did get. He got a hair transplant. Hairlines don't move forward.
yeah. So like he is like a cyborg supervillain from like a post-apocalyptic dystopian like movie.
And the dude's just a general piece of shit.
He's like ex machina, but like I don't know, like douche machina. I don't know. Just spitballing here.
He's got kids with like four different chicks.
Oh yeah, don't they have like weird names like coding?
The ones with Grimes do. And I didn't know who the hell Grimes was until
you went on a whole deep dive today after seeing that end cap, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I went into the Wikipedia rabbit hole.
Twitter is just unbearable to look at anymore.
You mean X?
Yeah,
X. Apparently, he's been pushing X since PayPal. He wanted to turn PayPal into X, and they're like,
really?
"We're not going to do that." And they pushed him out. Yeah,
good for PayPal, man. Cash App already looks like shady. Like we don't need our PayPal looking shadier.
PayPal pushed him out a long time ago.
Yeah.
They bought him out a while ago. That's where he got all his like capital for SpaceX and Tesla.
Oh, PayPal paid for it. Man, I use PayPal.
I mean, he invented PayPal.
Yeah, it's crazy how much I use that. It's absurd.
Yeah. I mean, PayPal was like, that was the best thing for a long time. It was like the most secure way to like exchange money on the internet.
Yeah, dude, I would never put my card on file on a website. I would always put like my PayPal. I still like that. I still do for everything I buy online is all through just PayPal.
Yeah, I will use if Apple Pay is available on a website, I will do that because it generates a
it's
a different number.
A different number, yeah.
Yeah. If it doesn't have if you have to insert your card number into a website, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I'm not scanning my card for anybody.
No, I'll do it for like if it's like a big company, like like Dick's or like something like like what I mean?
Yeah, because you want to be part of that class action, get some chang when it happens.
Exactly. Looking out for future Tom, let's get real quick into this last beer, Dan. We're over time.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
We're doing extra time for everybody. Let's crack this beer, talk about it real quick, and then we'll go into extra.
Sounds good.
All right. Let me bring it up here. So we're going dealer's choice, and dealer's choice is bringing us right back to my shit is
I got you.
up. Yeah, it's fucking up again on Chrome. Yeah, bring me up here, Dan.
Don't worry, guys. So we're bringing it back to the motherland, guys. So we are doing the Spaten Oktoberfest Märzen. So we're doing the basically the it's the Fest beers darker, maltier brother here. So this is a darker Marzen beer sold in the U.S. and elsewhere as a Spaten Oktoberfest. This is not the Golden Fest beer sold in Munich as Oktoberfest. They will let you know now, like, hey, if you're getting this thinking you're getting a Fest beer, it's gonna be a dark. This is gonna be a dark boy. That's what they're saying here.
Yeah.
It's going to be a multi one.
This is our dealer's choice.
Yeah.
Dan and I went to old Limmy Bev.
Limbev never disappoints. Always a great
Just
selection.
a great selection. Just a wonderful selection. Talked to the guy there and told him what we were trying to do. And he was like, you know what? I'm drinking this Spaten Oktoberfest.
Yeah. I said,
took us right back. Reinheitsgebot.
Yeah. We're going back to German purity laws with this bad boy. So
God, I love this. I love this little foil wrap around the neck there.
I forgot that I don't have a bottle opener down here, so I have to go smack it against the desk over here.
Do it with a lighter, Dan. Do it like
I don't even have. Come on, man. I'm almost 40. I don't have a Bic lighter in my pocket right now.
All right. I'll get it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I can't wait for your wife to come down and yell at you for waking up the kid.
What was that?
What was that, Daniel? All right, let's get a quick pour here.
Dude, this is dark.
This is dark. But the head on this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm stoked on this. Oh, excuse me. Let's go Spaten.
All right. It's only right that we bring it back to Deutschland.
I was going to say, you got the boot?
No, I did not grab the boot for this. This is dark. Daniel, Prost.
Prost.
Ooh. Just taste right. Just taste right, Dan.
Did you just say what I thought you just said?
I said taste right.
I really thought you just said taste right. And I was like, geez, man, are you really going to bring
us
back
Why would I say that? Why would I say that? I just said it tastes right, Dan.
You're a terrible person, Tom.
This is wonderful.
It is.
It is wunderbar.
Wunderbar. It is also wunderdark. Very, very deep. This is kind of like what we talked about with Warwick. Taking that traditional Marzen, upping the roast factor a little bit, making it a little like darker. Because theirs is like, theirs is taking what a Marzen should be and just like amping it up a little bit. Now this one just takes it up to like a whole nother level. Very, very deep malt profile in this.
Where it's not sweet. Little bit of subtle sweetness.
I was gonna say there is some sweetness to this.
Very subtle.
Not cloying sweetness though.
No, very, very malty, very bready.
Bready, yes. This is like that pumpernickel, like deep, like breadiness right there.
Yeah, not Melba toast, just that nice breadiness.
This is that like dark bread you get at like, what is it? Outback Steakhouse. This is that.
Oh yeah, the dark bread.
The dark bread with the
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. With the salted butter. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the salted butter and that big fat knife that they give.
Yeah. That's not a knife.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to be an Australian restaurant, you have to make sure you fall into all the tropes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got to really Paul Hogan out.
Yeah, this is a knife.
That's a knife. Whoop.
Whoop.
Whoop. Yeah.
Oh, you still have it on there, right?
Oh, I saw a knife, brother. Listen, dude, it's on a knife, brother.
I feel like it's just been getting darker as it's been like sitting out too. Like I keep looking at this, comparing it to like the Marzen we just had, and I'm like,
yeah,
It's crazy. Look at that.
Those are two of the same style.
That's yeah. Mertzen.
Mhm. All right, Dan. Let's move over to the extra innings.
Oh yeah, let's do a little fantasy football talk.
Yeah.
And we'll wrap this audio bad boy up.
Enjoy this Reinheitsgebot. And yeah, let's get into it. Guys, thank you for listening. Check us out on all social media. You can check us out Facebook, Instagram. I don't think we have a LinkedIn.
No, we haven't uploaded our resumes yet. So,
but check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Best Best Friends Pod, at Best Best Friends POD. If you are an audio listener and you want to check out what happened on the video stream side, you can go to YouTube and check out the full episode replay. That's YouTube. Full. YouTube.com/at Best Best Friends Pod. That's YouTube.com/at Best Best Friends POD.
Oh man.
And go ahead.
That's getting me hyped to go over some fantasy football right there. Hype me up. I was like, man, nothing gets me hyped for fantasy like POD.
And guys, the best way to stream, you can ask Goose Baby. The best way to watch.
We lost Goose Baby a while back.
Did we?
I don't know.
I mean, he stopped chatting.
I'm pretty sure he bailed, and it's just Dylan hanging out with us.
Don't know.
Maybe Andy.
But yeah, if you want to check us out, the best way to do it is on Twitch, and that is twitch.tv/best/twitch.tv/bestbestfriendspod, twitch.tv/bestbestfriendspod. Here comes the boys from the South.
Oh man,
we are the boys from the South, Coventry.
So, yeah, we're in the North.
Yeah. So, guys, thank you all for sticking around and listening to us. Andy is still here.
And
repping the YouTube live.
Yeah. I don't even read who chats when I see a red thing pop up. I just know it's Andy. When it comes up red next to his name, I'm just like, oh man, I don't even have to read it. It says Andy.
But yeah, guys, thank you for checking us out, sticking with us. This has been Best Best Friends Pod, episode 181.
We out.
See you. All right. And we are Dunzo.
Oh man. Some fantasy football talk. I think Andy just stuck around for the fantasy football talk.
I think so. We gained a viewer somehow.
Yeah.
At the end of the episode, somebody was like, I'm just in it for the fantasy football talk. And we're going to get into it right now.
It was probably it's probably fucking Matt.
It's fantasy football talk.
Oh man, sports fans, let's bring it in. Andy's 100% in for the fantasy football talk.
Bring it in. I don't even. Did Andy? Were you facing Andy this week, Dan?
I was. That's why he's here.
And he marked on you.
Oh no, it was close, man. It was close.
Okay, but he ended up winning. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's a. Fantasy's been like legitimately.
I think it was by 1 point. I think it was like one or 2 points.
It's been very tough this year.
Yeah.
Been
pretty rough.
Been very tough. Blake Borges in the chat.
Oh, he has the number. He actually has the number. 1.36 he won by.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, Dan, you were slated to win that game.
No, I wasn't actually.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, it turned around eventually in my favor, but he was.
Oh, I thought going into Monday night you were.
Oh no, I meant like at the beginning of like the games. So
yeah. Oh,
okay. So on
yeah.
Thursday, everybody locking in their lineups. He
Right.
was poised to win from the start.
Yes. But going into Monday night, you were looking like
No, I wasn't. I was down, and I needed the
oh.
Browns. I needed 11 points from the Browns to win. I needed 11 defensive points.
And everything was going. Everything was coming up Millhouse until like the
Dude,
fourth quarter.
bro, I had it. I had it.
Dan, this whole podcast was disappointed by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pissed me
Yeah.
off so much. I hate them.
I had Najee Harris shit the bed for the second straight week. I had George Pickens go off on my bench.
Oh, dude, I had Pickens on my bench in another league too, man.
I got absolutely fucked by ESPN fantasy. They were like, oh, Amari Cooper is going to be out for Monday night. And I was like,
and he brought in what, 18 points?
That's a good question. What did
he raked in? He raked in a pretty decent amount, I thought.
What 16.
16. Okay, yeah. I was like,
Pickens brought in 22.7. So I mean, I wasn't going to start George Pickens either way, but I had Amari Cooper, who they were like, he aggravated his groin on Saturday.
Questionable all the way up.
No. Yeah, questionable. And then Sunday, during the day, I was at the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. I got the alert, Amari Cooper out Monday night. And I was like, okay, I gotta take him out.
Do you have you had a chance to put somebody else in?
I put Zay Jones in. I was like, look, Zay Jones has been getting just fed targets. Zay Jones got hurt immediately. Turns out Amari Cooper didn't hurt his groin that bad. Played
well
and put up 16 points.
He put up 16 points at the end of the game too. Like he wasn't in for much.
Yeah, he didn't do
put
much.
16 in the third quarter.
Yeah, it was a tough week. I was like, all right, I played the beer mule.
Who's number one in the division now?
Yeah, he left Aaron Jones in, who was hurt. I was like constantly looking at that, like, is he going to leave them in? Is he going to leave them in? And he left him in. Justin Fields didn't do anything. I picked up the Giants defense, thinking like, okay,
it's Arizona.
The Giants lost 40-0 to the Cowboys, but there was the Cowboys got a lot of defensive points.
Yeah.
The Giants D was okay. Giants D versus Arizona. Arizona's trash.
Exactly. A lot of people did what you did.
Yeah, I would think I got -2 points from them.
Yep.
Because they shit the bed. Because the Giants are frauds. They won the game, but absolute frauds.
Yeah.
Absolute frauds. Yeah, I lost to Matt. I'm 0-2 in the season. Najee Harris put up a stellar 5.3 points. He just scored one touchdown. One touchdown, I would have won. One touchdown, I would have won.
I feel like I forget what I said. Oh, I was playing against in my other league. Somebody had their tight end and Njoku, I think, and they finally threw it to him. And in my chat, I was like, "Oh shit! The Browns finally found out they have a tight end."
Yeah,
I was like "God damn it, I'm screwed." And then they didn't hit him after that.
No. I also got destroyed by Keenan Allen, who Justin Herbert threw. I had Justin Herbert starting, not realizing that he had Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
And like everything was negated. Second straight week I played. First week I played Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
This week I played Keenan Allen. Next week I'll probably. Do you have Mike Williams, Dan?
Wait, I think I do actually.
Do you really? God damn it!
Or I have him in the waiver. Hold on. I thought I
No,
had
Mike
him.
Williams absolutely is not in the waiver wire.
I feel like I have him.
Oh my god. That would be just perfect. If I played 3 straight Chargers targets.
No. Oh yeah. Wait. No. I have. Sorry. Kieran Williams. Sorry. I
Okay.
had a. I was like, wait. I have a Williams on my team.
Justin Herbert's been having a decent season.
Yeah. He's been. Yeah. He's been.
Yeah. My team's trending in the right direction. I
Oh, I
definitely have
haven't even
some.
looked at the standing projections.
I have some waivers coming through, so I wouldn't even look at the projections yet.
Yeah.
The my problem right now is I have some decisions to make. I have George Pickens, who is the de facto number 1 receiver in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh right now, with Deontay, what's his name? Whatever, their number 1 receiver went on IR. So
Yeah.
Pickens is the de facto number 1.
Yeah.
I also have Amari Cooper, who is going to get a lot more targets now that what's his name? Nick Chubb got his knee just
Absolutely destroyed.
inside out. Oof.
Oh man. He looked like if he took a sock and just went like this to try and roll it out.
Yeah, I
That's what
turned
his
on
leg looked like.
I turned on the TV like right after the injury happened, and the
Yeah.
broadcast refused to show the replay, and I was like, "Oh, it's that bad, huh?"
Yeah. Yeah. It looked like the Browns were gonna start selling like boomerangs as like a merch, and it was just
Oh,
gonna be his leg.
oh, oh. Yeah. So I
Like,
just
oh, it's like an obtuse triangle.
I have a feeling like just the looking at my team, like if I could go on a run. Bijan Robinson looks like an absolute beast and a steal at number 6 if he can get
Yeah.
in the end zone. I had 2 running backs last week. 2 running backs go over eclipse. They combined for 300 yards. No touchdowns. Combined no touchdowns.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. If they can keep that up, CD Lamb's gonna score for me. Justin Herbert's gonna be fine. I could go on a run, but right now it's looking like I might like squeak into the playoffs. I mean, in fantasy, that's really all you need. Just get into
Yeah.
the playoffs. If you can get into the playoffs, you can go for a run, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I had to like I dug into a run just to get to the playoffs and then lose. I went
yeah,
through just the season of destruction.
yeah, you were like you were you were like the Tony Pollard playoffs.
Oh, dude, Tony, yeah, it was like the Tony Pollard show. As long as
Mhm.
I had him, I was getting 34 fantasy points.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Um,
People just had to throw up a few numbers around that.
yeah, last week, it was a solid week of matchups, except for the surprise of the week,
The toilet
S-
bowl.
Stabby Pod.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Stabby taking out Farkas. Farkas is
Not
not
only
looking good.
not only taking out Farkas, just embarrassing him.
Dude.
I've never
Dude.
like Stabby Pod, that was Stabby. I looked at that and I was like, holy shit, like Stabby Pod. I don't want to play him. Like I don't want to. I don't.
Dude,
He
that's a machine right there. That is a
yeah.
machine.
So
His running back got 2.9 and he still won.
let's look at this.
Bro.
Let's look at this. 148. Farkas didn't put up a bad game.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, Jamal Williams 2.9. But look at the rest of his team. He's so deep.
Yeah.
He's so deep.
A lot of 20s on that.
The bench is looking a little sus, but he's looking deep.
Yeah.
This isn't last year's Stabby Pod.
Nah, Stabby Pod has a vendetta. He's coming in.
He got outscored.
He's holding the mic. He's like, Tom, I'm coming for you.
His he for the second straight week, his kicker got outscored.
And yeah, man, that happened to me in my other league, and I was like, damn, I hate this.
I mean,
I put too much emphasis on kickers because of that, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Dan's matchup there was that it's just a tough loss.
Yeah, it was close, man. I mean, look at all the 20s I threw up on that shit.
Here's the big problem. Week one, you have Terry McLaurin starting, and he puts up a stinker.
Yeah.
And you have Brandon Ayuk on the bench, and he goes off.
He just goes absurd.
You swap him out. The problem that you have is you have Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah. I only had those two. I had those two separate. I was never going to play them. Like you said, I had him on his bench. Yeah. And then I saw what happened. I went, he might be a pretty good just flex player to put in there.
Yeah.
Like, Deebo's going to put up numbers, but Ayuk might still have a good game again.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no, I think you made the correct logical move. And like Dylan said, fantasy football is 75% luck, 25% logic.
Dude,
you made the right logical move, putting Ayuk in over McLaurin, because you don't know Sam Howell what his rapport is with Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
But McLaurin did nothing. Thankfully, you took Dalvin Cook out.
Oh,
Dalvin Cook is looking like an absolute boost.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at the time and the place to dump that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's a tough loss. Less than just a one. What was it? A 1.36 point victory.
Yeah.
I mean, even with the Niners D putting up an absolute stinker. 4 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Against the lowly Rams.
Oh, dude. And then what's his name? Kyler Williams put up 28 points on my bench.
Which you can't start Kyron Williams.
I feel like
it's so tough with Cam Akers there.
Yeah.
It's so tough to start him.
What happened with Cam? I thought there was something happened with Cam Akers.
They're looking to trade Akers.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're looking to maximize his trade value. Kyron Williams, I mean, that's a great stash to have on your bench because Akers is going to get traded. Yeah, Kyron Williams there. He's going to get all the carries.
Yeah. Squirrel where I can.
Yeah. Yeah. Your team is, I mean, you got to look at Jalen Hurts in a bad game. Not a bad game. He's
had 2 bad games.
Very average. Still scored 25 points.
Yeah, exactly.
He's looking like a solid number one.
I look to him as a dual threat QB because he's going to put up numbers when maybe your wide receiver, your running back shits to bed.
I mean, you absolutely cannot look to Tyler Lockett putting up 26 points every game.
You know what? DK Metcalf's questionable right now, so
yeah, I probably should.
That's why Lockett just
went off,
jumped up. Yeah.
I
look at those two as the twins I bounce off of because when one's out, I just put Lockett in. He gets those points. DK Metcalf comes back. I put him in. Dude, it's a back and forth with those guys. Yeah. It's a science with those two. It's weird. They always put good numbers up.
It was a tough game, tough loss. You hate to see a less than 1 or less than 2 point loss.
Yeah.
I mean, Andy got lucky with DeAndre Swift. He started DeAndre Swift. I would have absolutely never started any Eagles running back.
Never would have. Actually,
No.
you know what? It almost made sense in the afterthought when I was like thinking about it after the game. I went, that motherfucker started DeAndre, and I just thought about it. I'm like, God damn it, he's a genius.
I think he drafted DeAndre, and
Yeah.
it was like in the beginning of the season, you're looking like Eagles running backs don't score touchdowns because they get close to the goal line and Jalen Hurts just runs it in.
Yeah.
It's a committee. There's no reason to start any Eagles running back, and 27 points. He got that they just gave DeAndre like, hey, attaboy for running so hard. Here's a touchdown. Run it in. We're not going to run Jalen here.
Yeah, exactly. They were using Jalen so much, which was like to my advantage as well.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Andy was about to put his fist through a wall if we got one more tush push on the goal line.
Can we call the name of the episode Tush Push?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We can call it Tush Push. We had Justin and Eric in a nail biter here. I think this was decided before Monday night, right? Oh, he had Njoku.
Yeah.
But it was pretty much all decided before then. Eric's looking like a pretty like standard.
He's a competent player. He's very competent at fantasy.
He's going to be a very like week by week player. Because like
he makes a lot of moves, and
yeah, the way that Josh Allen's looking, the way that Derrick Henry's looking, he's got some things like that he can.
It's funny in our other league, his wife and his wife's sister are in the league, and they both have a team. And I called it like I basically just swept them. I was like, I just swept half your family.
We had Justin with the player of the week, Puka.
Oh yeah,
Puka Nacua, sitting on his bench, doing nothing. Meanwhile, he had Joshua Kelly, the Chargers running back, sitting in his flex. Whoops.
Whoops.
That's the absolute fumble of the week. Whoops. Yeah. We're not talking about Madison level. We're talking Madison level fumble here.
Ooh.
Whoops.
Ooh. I just feel Puka, like the crotch shot from Superhuman every time. It's like, ooh.
Yeah. Puka putting up 30 points. Meanwhile, Joshua Kelly put up similar numbers, 3.9.
Oh, okay. So like divide by 10.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's fantasy football right there.
That is.
Austin Eckler went out. He said, I'm going to go out and get his handcuff. Joshua Kelly.
Would he get like goose eggs or something? Didn't he get like no points?
Who, Eckler?
Yeah. What did Eckler get?
Eckler was hurt. So he went out.
Yeah.
So Justin went out and did the right thing. Said, Eckler's hurt. I'm going to go get his backup and throw him in the flex, thinking he'd be like the same deal, but
yeah, he would get
much. Yeah. And then in our final one, Dylan falling to 1-1. Ryan just somehow, I don't understand it. How he just continues to find a way to win. He just always finds a way. I'm going to go pee real quick. But yeah, I'll be right back to talk about this.
Yeah, this is pretty intense with, I gotta say there's a lot of blood being spilled here on the fantasy football, on the schedule here with Tom and Ryan. I feel like Tom is just baffled by what Ryan is doing on here. His little brother is cleaning house. It's crazy how he just squeaks by. But and he has Nick Chubb out, so we'll see how that's gonna go. He's still like one with Nick Chubb just getting destroyed. Oh, that's true. Dylan, yeah, if you had Trevor Lawrence, or no, if you started Geno Smith over Trevor, ooh, that's true. Yeah, Geno Smith had a pretty let's go to that one here. Geno Smith. 23.12. Oh my god. And Trevor Lawrence is whopping 9.24. Ooh, that's tough. That is tough. Yeah, that is, man. That's rough. And like, man, he was starting Jacksonville's defense, who only got 7 points to your Dallas 16 points. Whew. Yeah, I mean, dude, what happens if you take, Trevor Lawrence out is he's going to have like the game of his career in week 3. So I feel like you have to keep riding that train.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Tom. How was your urination? Oh, he's getting it back in now.
Oh, there. Jeez.
Hey, nope. Whoa. How was everything, Tom? Come out okay?
Yeah, everything. We're regular. We're regular. Yeah, I don't understand how Ryan just keeps pulling off these wins.
He's like Brad Pitt in Moneyball.
Yeah. Like so he loses week 1, he loses Aaron Rodgers, right? Still wins.
No, I thought it was week 2, wasn't it? Wasn't it Monday night? Wait. Oh, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was week 1.
Week 1. It was 4 plays into week 1.
Yeah.
Get with the memes, Dan. He gets into he somehow he loses Aaron Rodgers with 0 points, still pulls off a win, right?
That was against me. Whatever.
Yeah. Still pulls off a win.
It's because McLaurin. God damn you.
Yeah. This week he's searching around. I think he proposed a couple trades, or looked around for a couple trades. I know I talked to him. I was like, I'll trade you Justin Herbert. Like, give me something good. I'll trade you. Give me Calvin Ridley and somebody else.
Ridley, Ridley would be a good one.
I mean, it would have worked out not in my favor. He put up 5 points. So he's like, he's scrambling picks up Brock Purdy. Purdy has a decent game. I mean, fantasy wise, like 14 points from your quarterback, not ideal.
Not ideal, but I mean, I would rather have that than what Trevor Lawrence got 9 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Nick Chubb gets his knee turned into
annihilated.
Yeah, he gets turned into the nether realm, and somehow
his leg gets turned into a chevron arrow.
Yeah, somehow he turns in a win. It just finds a way to win. It's unreal.
Life finds a way.
It's unreal. I mean, that's why he's our champion. He's our champion. It's hard to admit it, but he's the best.
He's the evil empire to me, man. Yeah. I'm just trying to Han Solo my way up there to defeat him, and then get stabbed by my progeny.
He doesn't. He's inactive in chat. He
doesn't do shit.
He just doesn't do anything. He just shows up. He just shows up
out with big old doinks, man. Just big old doinks.
Yep. Yeah. Smoking big old doinks and Amish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm closing out shop.
All right. Yeah. Same here.
Guys.
Guys, we'll catch you next week. Good luck to everybody in fantasy this week.
Best luck in fantasy. It's gonna be another wild one, I think.
Yeah, I think so. We'll check you next week. Yeah.
See you.
I can't end stream. I can't do anything. Leave studio. Get out of here. I can't do anything, Dan.